Okay, I need those.
We are live, but a bit late. Sorry, you guys. We had a misunderstanding when we were starting with some of our other people, and they showed up now, so now we're an hour late. But we're only going to play for an hour tonight, and we're going to get back to what we were doing, which was playing the Heart of Nightfang Spire, the third edition. I think it's 3.0, not 3.5 adventure for 10th level characters, more or less. Last time we did not go so successfully. Getting into the tower was an entertaining experience where we all almost died. We did end up making it in, though, so we're going to get back to that. Yeah, so we will turn the time over to our current sitting DM, Tim, if you will take it away.
All right, so let's see. We were still on floor 1.
We went through that room full of vampires.
Yeah, that was room number 7. Oh, the other floors are going to be so much fun to go through. Okay, so you guys remember which room it was?
It was this one.
Okay, because we finished that fight in that room. Okay, cool. I just got to get my maps organized here.
Good. Okay, so did we rest? I don't think we rested.
Well, I'm going to need that when they go downstairs into that floor.
Oh, we gotta actually get there first.
Yep. Okay, did everybody get their XP last time?
I don't know. I don't remember. We wrote that down.
Okay.
No, I don't think we did. Oh no, we did. Experience points plus 500.
Yep. So add that to your sheet. 500. All right. Well, with the rest of the undead destroyed. Okay, so quick recap. The group figured out their way to Nightfang Spire, and the top of it was guarded by a terrible creature. So the creature is still running around, but it's flown away to nurse its wounds. It's going to be back later. With the creature out of the way, Retro Roleplaying was able to go into the spire where they access the first floor. You guys have found about half of the rooms on this first floor. And after the fight with the vampires, they have since retreated back to wherever it is that they would be going. They all just kind of evaporate into smoke and drift away. Okay, but vampire spawn are, for the time being, dealt with. And now it's up to you guys. What are you going to do next?
Describe the room to us again, please.
Okay, so there were 6 stone sarcophagi that recline in silent splendor on a floor of tiled obsidian. The ominous stone coffin lids are all slightly ajar. Other than the stench of death and decay, as would fit a burial chamber, there isn't anything else about the chamber, and everything else is just bare stone.
Did any of us look inside the sarcophagi?
I do not believe he did. I will start speaking with my German accent now.
Well, I'm gonna go look at the sarcophagi.
Okay.
Ouch.
All right. A search of the sarcophagi turns up little, but after reaching the 5th one of the 6 that are in the chamber, you do come up with a twisted copper band that is worn by one of the vampire spawn as it fell into the sarcophagi.
Well,
How many exits are in this room?
There are
when we came in and
currently there are 2. One to the south and one to the east, which is where you came in from. So the eastward exit will take you back into the central chamber and to the spire exit. The southern door Another stone door.
I'm taking the copper band, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, I begin to head towards the southern door.
Okay, so as the gnome hefts the copper band, you do notice that there is a slight tingle.
I throw the copper band.
No, just completely harmless.
Do I know that?
You know that. I guess you can throw it. You fling it with a little clatter.
I turn around with my sword drawn and I say, "What was that?"
The bracelet's tingling.
Was?
All right, I'm gonna cast detect magic on those bracelets.
Okay, so the copper band identifies as a magical item.
Those bracelets are magical.
This is not so good.
It is a magical item.
Is there any other magical items within 60 feet?
Not that you know of.
Okay.
So the copper band is the only thing. It gives off a modest little signal with your detect magic spell,
Okay.
but it does register as completely harmless.
Okay. Well, then I'll go pick it up.
Okay.
Just put it in your bag. Do not put
Here,
it on.
pick it up.
Okay. Is that it?
Who wants to wear it?
I don't want anything metal. I'm a druid, man.
Put it in your bag.
All right. I'll toss it in my bag for now. I'll look at it later.
Okay. You can go back the way you came, or you can try the southern door.
I have been heading towards the southern door.
Okay. You reach for the knob, and it doesn't. The door does not budge. It is locked.
None of us are rogues, are we?
None of us are rogues. But I will try and force the door open with a strength check of 17.
Okay. Just a quick sec.
And I will be holding my heavy shield at the ready as I stand and try to pose the door open.
Okay. Roll for strength.
I did it for 17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay. Despite your effort, the door does not budge.
It was a straw door.
It is a 2-inch thick stone door.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and
Not gonna
try.
budge.
I'm gonna try opening the lock.
Okay.
I move out of the way.
That is 3 plus 16, 19.
Okay. It still does not budge.
Holy cow. Let's just break it.
Wow.
Yes, because a stone door is so easily broken.
Can I search the room? Did we search the room?
I do not believe we
I
did.
searched the sarcophagi, and that was all that was in the room, I think. Can I try to smash the door?
You may.
No! I fail epically.
Once again, the door does not budge. It is quite solid.
Can I
Would you like some? Would you like some help?
Is there like a lever or something? Can I search the room?
It's not. It's just a regular door.
It's just a regular door.
It has a very strong lock on it.
Can I pick the lock?
You
Try.
may attempt to pick the lock, yes.
I'm going. Okay.
All right, hold on. What the
Open lock. It's a dex check, but you have to be.
open lock plus 13?
Wait, you are a rogue, are you not?
Yeah, 23.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Whoa.
Okay. You can hear a little bit of some old and rusted mechanisms give a little bit, but the lock still remains
Wow.
fast.
I rolled a natural 20 to hit the rock with my sword.
Okay.
Okay.
You say hit the rogue or hit the rock?
Lock.
Okay.
Hit the lock. With my sword, rolled natural 20.
Okay, the old nature of the lock has caused it to become brittle over time, and your weapon strike successfully bashes the lock off the door.
I loosened it for
It
you.
does make quite a bit of ruckus that echoes down the hallways, but other than that, access to the room is now granted.
I am here. I am tired of these doors. Let's just go.
You may now enter the room.
Should hope so. My keen long sword.
Okay, what are you going to do?
I will tentatively walk into the room.
Okay, you open it, and the door, you're surprised by the lack of squeak as the door opens on its rusty hinges. You are immediately overcome by a stench of slaughter. Humanoid bodies, long dead and strangely deflated, lie about the bleak chamber in various stages of decay.
Oh, that is bad stench.
Roll Constitution to see if you vomit.
I do not.
Wait, are we really doing it?
I rolled 13.
Yeah.
But
Other
at
than
42
the
says,
smell, there isn't really anything here. It's not overpowering, but it is pretty smelly.
okay, so if we all need to... What else is in this room? Is it just stinky?
Well, the room is pretty dark unless you brought a source of light.
We had one.
Okay. How are you searching the room? Are you actually searching, or are you just kind of giving it a casual glance?
But what does the room look like? I walk in and I observe. What does it look like?
Okay, so it's pretty nasty. There's all kinds of bodies everywhere, but a lot of them look like they've had their bones removed. And not only that, but there's
People should
samples
be
of these dried skin bags, basically. They look like people, but without bones, and a lot of the bodies are dead and desiccated. Some of them are rotting.
People jello.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Everyone has room for jello.
This is what you're seeing as you open the door, and you haven't really walked into the room yet.
I have walked in a little, is what I said. And I have rolled a search of 18, if that is what we are doing.
Okay, now, as you come walking inside, you hear a faint little groan from one of the bodies.
I will attack it.
Oh!
We have just been attacked by a load of vampires, and I have walked into this room. I have no idea what there is. Demon is being attacked.
Okay.
What is
It is
27.
across the chamber,
It is
and what you see as you're running up to attack it is a hand that rises almost as if it's trying to protect itself.
Right before you cut it off.
I have rolled a 27 to attack.
Oh, man.
Okay. Person's being attacked.
Okay. Okay.
You broke the DM.
This was a little unexpected. Okay, so
Was it really, though?
okay.
That is 8 points of damage.
All right.
How many hit
So
points does a typical person have?
okay, your sword strike is enough to take the arm completely off, and
Oh.
the figure now gives an audible gasp in pain and clutches their arm.
You de-armed her.
Did it not have bones? I thought it was just jelly.
If it raised its
No,
arm, it had bones, dummy.
This person is very obviously still alive.
Intelligence is my dumb
For the
state.
next couple of minutes.
Yeah,
So
And
they'll
has
be
been
touched.
I'm
and
gonna
has
go
been
over there.
de-armed.
they are now bleeding out as their blood starts to seep out pretty quickly from the end of their elbow. Oh,
I'm
Somebody
going
want
in there. Does this person look like a living, not undead person?
Okay, since this person seems to have been a normal person and not an enemy who is trying to attack me, I will lay on hands and admit my mistake. Oh, I'm so sorry. We have just been attacked by vampires, and it has been crazy since we have gotten here.
Can
Here,
you
have,
hand? Can
I'm
you
gonna jab him in the back of the head with my mace. Dummy.
okay.
that is 10 plus my charisma bonus for healing back, which is a 3, so 13 hit points.
Okay, so you do
I have healed them more than I did damage.
You managed to staunch the bleeding, but there isn't really a whole lot you can do about
The missing arm.
the missing arm.
We
But
can replace that later.
other than the trauma, the victim appears grateful that you... Grateful and a
Didn't kill
little
them.
annoyed that you were able to walk in and assault this person without checking it out first. Okay. So, after helping her out, you
What's your
realize that it's
name?
one of the villagers from Dry Lake.
Should we pack the arm? Does anyone have any ice?
No, I did not. I did not bring any ice. None.
Okay, per the rumors that you heard back in Dry Lake, this is one of the victims that had recently disappeared. Upon questioning her, you find out that her name is Yesha Falcon.
Okay.
Introducing herself, she says, well, not much can be said of my arm. Who are you people?
Adventurers.
I don't know
I
if
will
any-
introduce myself. I am Sir Asher Gregory Smythe.
Well, he's an idiot.
I am a worshipper of St. Cuthbert. Thank you very much. It makes sense. You are here. I thought you may have been a demon of some sort.
Have you come to rescue me?
Well, we didn't think we'd run into any living people, but
We can
sure. But here's the problem. We're going deeper in, and, well, the way out is kind of blocked.
Could you just wait here till we come back?
I think, Paylor, that you are here. I don't know where all the rest of my friends are.
Don't look around.
I think you should come with us. I rolled a 23 for diplomacy. It is safer as a group. We should go together.
I'm afraid there isn't much I can do.
You can take damage.
I smack him.
Proving that.
Slap.
It is safer. She comes with us.
Is there anybody else who came with
Not
you?
really.
I want to go home.
Do you want to leave this place by yourself? Did you not see that thing when you came in?
What thing?
It nearly
The
killed us.
entrance is guarded by a big monster.
And you
No,
want to send her out in that.
I didn't.
I will not allow it. She must come with us.
There wasn't anything here. Please, just, is there any way out of here? I really want to go home.
The only way is with us or dead.
I mean, my pony is still down there, isn't it?
I don't think it's alive anymore.
They are food.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
I have dismissed
poor
my...
Albert.
My steed has gone. I can call him back whenever I wish. The safest place is with us. That I have rolled
Is it
23.
really? Can you really say that honestly right now?
With the 23 diplomacy, yes.
You can say it convincingly, but honestly, you just cut the person's hand off. Nobody's safe around you.
Oh, it wasn't just the hand. It was all the way to the elbow.
But they're not dead.
Please, I really want to get out of here. Do I really have to come with you guys?
Just
Yes.
give her is it a her? Just give
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
her some rations and tell her to sit tight.
She will die. I will not allow her to be harmed. Mine was an honest accident.
You won't.
So you know how hard it was to get in this room? We just lock her back in here.
What are you doing here?
I don't even remember how we got here.
Can you
I'm
get
just
me
following
home?
these guys.
We came for adventure and to destroy the evil. As I hold my keen sword up in whatever light we have, and it reflects off, and I say, you must come with us for your protection.
Wait,
How
you're
long-
going to go fight Golthias?
Yes.
You're making a terrible mistake. He's insane. There's no way you'll be able to take him down.
It
Our
also
crazy-
Get me out of here. We're better off if we just left.
Our
We
crazy
have our own
versus his
insanity.
crazy.
Yeah. By the goodness of St. Cuthbert, we will triumph.
Okay. Well, judging from the state of her clothes, you can tell that the rags that she's worn are the remnant of the outfit that she had when she first got here. Definitely several months old.
I have a
Given
change.
the state of her clothes and the estimated time that she's been here,
That doesn't make sense, does it?
there's a pretty good chance she could have learned some things for being a prisoner here.
Okay.
Were you kept in this room the whole time?
She can tell us that she comes with us. We must leave this room. It is sticky.
Well, I agree with getting out of the room. Let's get out of the room at least.
Can I search the room a little real quick while these guys have been talking?
There isn't anything here other than just blood and gore and dead
Okay.
bodies.
Search their pockets.
No, thank you.
What pockets?
It's sack bodies.
Nature's pocket.
No. No.
Prison rules. They have been stuck here for ages.
Well, I'm gonna lead her out of the room at least, and back to the.
The coffin room? I'll go with you.
That room has vampires.
Okay, so you take her back to the previous room, and she looks longingly for the exit.
You don't want to run for the exit, sweetheart. There's a monster outside.
Well, I can't go down with you guys.
I shout from the next room. She will be safe on this ass.
Oh, come out of that room.
I have rolled a 23 for diplomacy. She needs to resist.
All right.
I'm trying to talk her into coming with us.
I don't want to come with you. I want to go home.
I think you have to roll, dear.
No. She's pretty adamant.
Then she stays and dies. And I will not allow that, so she has to come with us.
Okay. I can't really do much. Just promise me you'll get me out of here alive.
We will endeavor. That is not a guarantee.
Okay. Well, she looks toward the cleric and stays quietly by the cleric's side.
I'm
She
gonna
can-
quietly tell her that her best bet is probably to stay up here, because the
She can
danger
hold-
is probably only gonna get worse down. But there's a monster outside.
She can hold the torch and stand in the middle of the group.
Okay.
Has not been our torch bearer.
All right. Now let's see. Who was gonna search the room?
Who I was.
The body room.
Okay. Did you roll for search?
You told me there wasn't anything in there to search for. That's why I stopped.
I forgot. There was one little place.
Okay. I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I rolled a 21.
Oh, you rolled a 21. Okay, so searching the room, you do notice that there is a slight impression inside the back wall of the room toward the south. And unlike the regular curvature of the wall, as it meets the perpendicular wall on the side of the chamber, this one actually cuts off a foot early and more or less forms a square with the rest of the walls.
Okay.
Push the button. Push the button.
What'd you find?
Is it a rock that's different?
No, it's just, you notice that there's an outline of what could
Like a
be a
brick.
door.
Can I see a trigger anywhere?
Not that you can see.
Okay. I'll point out what I see to everyone.
I try to pull the rock or stone or brick or whatever out.
You can, but it seems to be locked like the door into this room.
I smash it.
You're gonna attempt to smash the lock.
Yes.
Okay.
What do I add to that? Or do I add anything to that?
The lock does not budge. There's just the resounding of your morning star
Big
against
people.
the metal.
Big people, smash this log.
Okay,
Alright,
I'm on my way with my magical keen longsword.
I'm gonna ram it with my shoulder. I'm just gonna try pound it into it.
And I will stand and watch.
That is a 24.
Ooh, okay, so it gives a tiny little bit. Like you can tell it'll give if you apply a little bit more force to it, but it still remains pretty solid.
Is this
Everybody
a,
run together!
is this a wooden
Anybody
door?
want to help me?
Is it a wooden door?
No,
No,
it's another
brick door.
heavy stone door.
Okay,
Let's
and
all
you
run
said-
together.
And you said there's a lock, yeah?
Yeah.
And we tried to pick the lock?
No.
No.
We'll have the rope try and pick the lock. Nolan, your go.
Might go for what?
It
Picking
looks
locks.
like the rest of the wall, except for this innocuous looking tiny little keyhole that's in it, and that's all you can see.
Oh, I see. I'll try to pick it then. Hold on.
Troll, it is
Probably not. Probably not gonna. Okay, that's my open lock. I got 16.
Okay. Lock does not budge.
Okay.
I rolled
That's
a 3.
Joe, you attacked it, right?
Yeah, I attacked it with a shoulder slam.
Okay. I will attack it with my keen longsword, +3. And I have rolled a 27? 27 to attack.
Okay. 27 will break the lock. And the moment the lock breaks, you all feel a searing blast of cold
Oh, it was
that
trapped.
issues from the lock.
What was cold?
Okay. You guys are going to take 5d6 points of damage.
What?
Oh,
Ow. Ow.
I'm dead already.
Okay, so
Ow.
let's see. I'm going to come up with, let's see, that's 23.
that's exactly what I rolled.
We don't get a save or anything?
Yeah.
Reflex save avoids.
What do I... Oh my gosh.
You don't.
It's a good thing I have a lot of health.
18 plus 4. I rolled 22 total.
Okay, you're able to dive out of the way.
Oh, sweet.
So is it 23 for me?
Okay, you also avoid the blast of cold there.
I rolled a 5.
My base is 20, but where's the darn?
The reflex mob.
Base plus dexterity.
Well, my base attack plus my dexterity.
Reflex save.
Well, oh yeah. Well, it's 20. 17 plus 3.
Your save is 20?
No, I rolled a 17 plus 3.
Oh.
Okay,
You only
so
have plus 3 for reflex?
So everybody else dived out of the way but me.
unfortunately, as you pick yourselves up from the blast of cold, you do notice that the NPC you ran into is now frozen solid.
No. I can't save her? Can I do anything?
Well, as soon as you recognize who it is, it falls over and shatters.
Wow.
Disciple of Palar.
But you now have access to the secret room.
Can I cast mending?
She has a torch. We need to light a new torch.
In the face.
I hope you're not being serious, because that's totally not going to work.
No, I'm not.
I pull another torch out of my bag and I light it. Or don't light it. I cannot light my own torch. Try striking.
I'll push your pieces together and say a prayer over her, I guess.
There you go.
She has
I
spoken in
cast-
service of St. Cuthbert. She will be.
Well, at least she died quickly.
All right, I'll use one of my 0 level spells. I'm going to go cast light on the torch and light the torch.
Okay,
Much
so
better, thank you.
there isn't anything else in that secret little room except for what appears to be a chest.
I'm gonna
Hello.
traps.
I'm walking away into the sarcophagi room while they open the chest because I don't want to get blasted again.
Okay,
That
so
really hurt.
you head back to the sarcophagus room.
Hmm.
By yourself?
Well, I'll just stand in the doorway.
Trying not to cry over the recently
Yeah.
deceased NPC.
I want to hit you right now, Tim.
Don't step in that.
It will not matter. There's everywhere.
It's
So
just
you're
search,
gonna
right?
check out the chest, or you're gonna keep going? What are you gonna do?
Troll is checking for traps.
Okay, well, other than a lock, there doesn't appear to be anything else about the chest. Looks pretty ordinary and plain. Tiny space is coated with the dust of ages. Rusted metal chest peeks from beneath the dust.
I rolled an 18 for search.
To check for traps.
Okay. No traps that you know of.
Okay, is it locked?
The chest is locked.
Okay, I will attempt to open lock.
Okay.
30.
Woohoo!
Okay. This uses an older design, but for you, it's like cake work. And after fiddling with it for a few seconds, you manage to pop the lock open.
Cake work?
My favorite kind of
Cakes
work.
are easy to make.
Cakes are hard to make, man.
Coffee cake. That's easy.
Well, that's not a real cake.
Okay. So you do open the lock. You're going to open the chest?
Yes.
Okay, so you open the chest and you do notice a sizable pile of gold inside of it and 4 flasks of alchemical fire.
I will take it all.
I have been watching this unit who splits that.
They are peculiar in their design. They're very richly, ornately decorated, and they look like carved dragon eggs, like dragons emerging from eggs. That's what they look like.
Cool.
Fancy.
Yeah, richly decorated. Okay, other than that, there isn't anything else about this chamber. Where do you want to go now?
That's the only other door that is there that we have not gone through yet.
Okay, so that will take you back into the sarcophagus chamber and then back to the central room where the entrance hole is.
Okay, how many other doors were there?
Other than the secret door you just popped open and
No, I
the way
mean-
into this chamber, that's it.
I mean, back in the entrance room.
Okay, so if you go back to the entryway, there are the pile of rubble where the broken through wall is to the north, and then there's another door to the west, or no, to the east, slightly southeast.
So through the hole or through another door? I say the hole because we don't have to pick it open.
Well, it sounds like a plan. My shoulder's still a little sore.
I'm okay with this plan. Let's go.
Okay, now as you go through the hole, you notice that there is quite a bit of rubble, and the
Is it burning?
wall to the west of this room is also broken out with some more rubble through it. You also notice there is a short little extension of this particular room that has a couple of doors to the west and to the north.
Lots of doors.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of broken walls. How do you think these broke?
Well,
Someone couldn't get through the doors.
Something bigger than us.
well, you do remember you came across the dead dragon on the way to the spire.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
so
was the dragon's place, wasn't it? Before the vampire took over?
So they say.
okay, so where are you guys gonna go? You can go west, or you can check out the two doors to the north.
North? What do you think?
Sure, why not?
Go see if they're locked.
Okay. All right, there isn't anything about the doors here. You try the knobs and they open, and the chamber appears empty, except for a little bit of rocky debris and some rotted funerary wrappings strewn about the chambers.
And rotten what?
Funerary wrappings.
Is there any doors in other than the one we are standing in?
Besides these two doors here that you opened, there's just the rubble wall.
So the two doors lead to the farm room.
Yeah, they're two separate rooms. One's bigger than the other.
Neither is locked.
They're not locked, but there's also nothing in them.
I
They
can
are
search
empty.
the room, so I probably won't do very well.
Okay, then let's go to the other way that is not empty.
Okay, so that's going to be through the hole in the west. All right, so that'll lead you into the another room. The walls of this room are shattered, making this area and nearby rooms open to one another. Okay, loose chunks of stone like the room that you just stepped through. Lots of other debris. Now, it does show evidence of black dragon acid melting on some of the rocks, but other than that, the rocks have been here for a long time. It's a very, very old room. The cult of Gulthias, obviously, it once thrived throughout here. It contains a lot of artifacts and relics.
So it's
But
the room.
after the dragon came through here, most of the treasure that was in this room has largely been deposited in that pile that you found when you first got here.
I will search this room. I rolled a 17. Do I find anything worthy of note?
Nothing other than just cult style things related to the dragon or to Gulthias.
So there is nothing worthy of taking or preserving here.
Not in this present room. You could check the
The two other open rooms.
yeah. There is some more rubble with that is scattered all throughout the floor of another hole to the north and another hole to the west.
This was one angry dragon. I'll look in the room to the west.
Yeah.
There's lots of broken
What's in the room to the west?
Okay, so what's your character's name?
Tassifel.
Okay, Tassifel, you go through metallic vault doors lie melted and cast aside, as do their stone mounts, revealing a triangular chamber. Cracked and broken redstone tiles litter the room. A vault carved vaguely in the shape of a red dragon stands open in the center of the northwestern wall. A chest is visible within.
Hey guys, I found another chest and a shrine dragon thingy.
Okay, I will go over and knock this shrine down if I can. We must cleanse this tower.
Okay,
That is correct.
now of particular note, there you do notice that there's evidence that the vampire spawn that you just dealt with prefer to hang out in this chamber.
Oh,
You
so now
see
I have
a lot of their
outside.
stuff, but they're, other than just nasty old living things, living accommodations in this room, there isn't anything here.
So after vampires turn to smoke, where do they go?
Did you check it out?
Well, you just said there's signs that they live here,
Mm-hmm,
and vampires need to return to their grave to regenerate, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'm looking for graves.
Okay, you gonna search the room?
Yes.
Okay, search.
I'm gonna fail. That's a 13.
Oh, that's not a failure.
Okay,
I am knocking down the idol.
He's pushing out for the
Okay.
idol shrine, the dragon thingy.
all right. It makes a very loud clattering as it falls over.
This tower will be cleansed.
Other than that, it doesn't really do anything. The cleric does notice, among her search of the room, a finger-sized hole in the wall that appears to connect to the sarcophagus room.
Oh, this is the hole the vapor went through the last time.
Guys, we gotta find out where they went so we can cleanse them.
We need to burn this whole room.
Okay. There is a vault. It's an open, freestanding vault that you see near the back of the room.
I will walk inside. Tentatively, with my shield up, I will be walking inside with my sword.
Okay. You find a locked chest inside the vault.
Pro, I need your assistance.
Is that me?
That's you.
Okay. What's up?
That is chest. I can only hit it with my sword.
Okay, I'm gonna search for traps. Hold on. Search came up with 18.
All right. No traps visible.
Okay. I will open the lock.
Okay. Attempt to open the lock.
18.
Okay. Does not open.
Okay, I will try to hit it with my sword.
These are some crazy locks in this place.
I
Yeah.
have my skill maxed out at plus 13.
But it was not a good roll. So I rolled a 30 to hit.
30.
Yes.
Okay. That will definitely break the lock. And you now have access to 50 platinum pieces.
Oh,
2 bloodstone gems that appear to be worth about 50 gold apiece. And a flat, narrow metal statue of a suit of armor.
Hmm.
30 platinum?
Yep. 50 platinum.
50.
It's a lot of money.
Is it really money?
Okay, now about the little narrow metal statue that you see, it does look particularly unique.
We'll put it in my pouch. So, how many bloodstones was that again?
Two.
Okay. Is there an alcove or something that this statue fits into?
No. It has, like, there's a statue on the upper 2/3 of it, and then there's an elongated knob that looks like some kind of handle.
On the statue?
Yeah.
I will try
Almost
as an
like what you would see on a wand.
on the wand. I will think it is a drawer because I am actually not too intelligent, and I will try and pull the knob.
Okay. Okay. You feel a very minute surge of magic, and suddenly your body is wrapped in mage armor,
Oh.
expending one of the charges.
Well, that is interesting. How long does this last? I do not have mage armor on my spell list.
As the spell.
You'd have
I
to
do not have some book.
It's 1 minute now.
It's 1 minute. I will stare at my new shiny self, and then it says, "Oh."
No, I don't know. I was joking 1 minute. I don't know.
No.
All right, so mage armor,
Mage armor is 4 plus bonus.
1 hour per level.
Ooh. That is fancy.
Yep.
Yes.
It confers a +4 armor bonus to AC.
Snap.
It has no armor check penalty, no arcane spell failure chance or speed reduction. It's entirely made of force.
Wow.
Okay, so
It's particularly useful against incorporeal creatures.
Ghosts.
So, how
You
long does it
accidentally
last?
activated a charge of the wand and gave yourself armor for the next few hours.
So, is that 2 or 3 hours?
It's 1 hour per level.
And you're level 10, right?
I'm
Caster
level 10, but it's the caster level of whoever made the item.
Doesn't say.
It doesn't.
So make up a level. What level is the spell?
Let's see. So it's actually a wand.
All right, but
Well, you keep going. I'll try to find it. Just wand of mage armor.
Yeah, it's on here somewhere. Okay.
okay. Well, for the next vial, my armor class is now 28.
Wow. In other words, you're on our wall.
I'm a paladin. That's my job.
All right.
Oh, and I have damage reduction 8 versus magic, by the way.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. You don't really get a sense that there's too much else in this portion of the floor. But there is the whole other half of this floor that you have to still check out.
We are still searching. Searching.
You have
What other half of the floor?
You forgot to draw that door on the map.
oops. Okay, there is a door I forgot about. I left it off
We'll
the
go
map.
back.
It's-
We have to head back in that direction anyway.
I think we missed a door.
You get the impression that there's more to meets the eye than the one wall.
I feel like we are missing something.
Okay, so as a group, you guys go back to the central chamber. And the daylight is still passing on. It's starting to hit evening. You don't really see any sign of the creature you fought overhead. You can only assume it's lying in wait. Okay. The only way there's left to go is a door to the south.
Okay, I vote we make some camp inside the door, away from this object and this creature, and we rest for the night.
Is everybody else cool with that?
I'm worried about those vampires that we never caught.
That is why we set a watch.
There are 4 other floors where you
Alright.
could potentially run into them.
Okay. Then we
And
set
Viva
a
destroys them.
Okay, set a watch. How long you gonna rest for? Make camp for?
The full 8 hours.
Okay.
Nolan, did you need to go now, or it's almost been an hour?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so we will camp here until next time then. I guess that is how we are doing it. So
Do we get experience for the dead NPC?
You get 100 as a party.
Oh,
Oh.
25 apiece.
Plus an extra 10 for every lock that you broke, and an extra 10 for every chest you opened.
So that's
Like an extra 50, 60?
It's
Yeah.
extra 60. Is that as a party
Bring the
or
whole party. So 160 split with the party.
Split it 4
Okay.
ways.
1,
So
2,
40
3.
piece.
You each get 40.
Woo!
You're moving up in the world.
Where do I write that down?
You get XP. You get XP.
Everybody gets XP.
Hopefully we get a ton more, because there's no way we're going to make it out of here alive if we don't, because we're just going to die trying to get out of here. Okay, cool. So, next time we will play again in 2 months once again. So we play every other month, and we play at 8 o'clock is our time.
I will remember that this time.
That's okay. We have made backup plans in case we fall through again, so that we can at least play something when it turns around at 8 o'clock. So we will be continuing the Heart of Nightfang Spire next time, and hopefully we will get a little bit further along and clear some more rooms, and hopefully not die or kill anybody else we might come across. Oops. Hey, as a paladin, I don't feel necessarily guilty because we just ran into a bunch of vampires when I wasn't expecting it. So I had no idea. It looked like it was attacking. It's going to get stabbed. So thanks for joining us, and as always, happy gaming. And we will see you next time. As soon as I can turn my mouse on and stop the broadcast. Bye.